Sit back, relax, and take a seat on the coaching couch.
Hello, everybody. It's Yvonne, Lorraine with the Coaching Couch here from Innovative Visions, sharing my time and space with Sharon Taylor. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you, Yvonne. I'm Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center, and always looking for my Wednesday session on the coaching couch with Yvonne Lorraine. Okay, what you gonna dig in my brain about today, Yvonne?
Yes, Sharon. Yes, you know. So today, have a little kind of hot topic, I think.
Hot topics.
Hot topic. So we're going to talk about friendship and marriage. And we're not talking about the two people getting married, becoming friends first. Although that is important. However, that's not the topic. It's the outside friendships that you have prior to marriage, mostly. And you may gain some friends together or individually while you're married.
Okay.
So what I want to talk about that is understanding the boundaries. Let's put it that way. Because there are two sides that we're going to address today, Sharon. One side is understanding boundaries to know. So if you have a friend that gets married or that's already married when you meet them, understanding what those boundaries are. It doesn't matter if the outside friend is married or not. It's still the fact that you are friends with married couples, okay? And the other thing is for those friends who, in their mind, create situations or scenarios just because their friend is married and understanding what that looks like.
Okay.
I might have lost us on that a little bit. So I'm gonna start there, Sharon. I'm gonna start on that side because that's the side that we don't think about too often. So I'm gonna start over there first. So what I'm talking about in reference to that is when you have a friend, and I always use you as my example, Sharon.
Okay.
So you are my friend and you are married, right? So because you're married, and maybe you got married while we've been friends.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So now I, as your friend, have to understand that there are going to be some changes because you can't hang out with me at the club like you used to. You're not going to always be as available as you used to be, right?
Right.
But true friends understand that.
Yes.
Right? But what I'm not going to do is not contact you or like separate you out of my life totally because I feel like, oh, Sharon is married now. Sharon ain't got no time. I'm going to let you dictate the time that you have available for me or not. And I feel, and when you do that, true friends really understand that, because let the situation come. Don't create the scenario. And what you say, Sharon?
I was going to say you did all of it in a nutshell, all of it, because that is the gist of it. People get married. The outside friend is sometimes
married or single.
Married or single, sometimes is envious of you and your new relationship. It's a whole bunch of dynamics that go into that based on your relationship with the friend, the kind of person that it would take all day to unwrap that ball of yarn.
But that is so true.
But what I have found for me is that's when you really see who true friends are. Some will make excuses. Oh, you ain't got time for me no more, so. And you haven't even done anything.
You ain't asked me to go nowhere for me to say I couldn't go.
Seen you in 6 years, and now I'm the one that's the bad friend because I got a relationship or I'm married. So it does give you an opportunity to look at your relationships, if you just sit back a lot of times and just watch, it the answers will come.
That's true, Sharon. And and sometimes, and that what you just spoke to may be friends that have been around. I can even speak to new people because I think just as a culture, we have gotten to this space where when women get married, all of a sudden everything in their life changes. And some things change, but everything don't change. And if there is change, allow your friend, because again, we're talking about the friends, allow your friend to share with you what may need to change. And I just think it's really important, Sharon, because like I said, culturally, you meet somebody new, they find out you're married. You might be in business, you might need to be out of town, do this, do that. And then they automatically think, oh, but you probably can't do it because you're married. Not the case, always. Maybe some people, but that's why I say you have to just allow yourself to know the friendship and relationship that you are encountered with, because you just can't put everybody's marriage in the box because everybody's marriage is not in the box. Did that make sense, Sharon?
It does make sense. And, I've never been a victim. I've never been a perpetrator of that because I'm a solo artist. So you get married and go off, I don't even really notice it. Congratulations, happy to know you. But I have received the venom from the other side when I've gotten into a relationship. Oh, you this, you. I've never really wanted to go hang out at the club. What are you talking about? Is that sort of thing. But I'm quick to check that too, because oh, you don't come over or you don't invite me over, and I'm quick to say, you haven't been over in my house in about 3-4 years. I don't think it's because I'm in a relationship.
Right.
So you have to, instead of trying to run circles to satisfy your outside relationships outside of your spouse, because that gets tiring. You got to run over here to Susie and Joe. You got to run home and take care of your spouse. You've got to set, like you said, set boundaries and have priorities. You can't be calling me at 4 a.m. drunk when you get home from the club. You shouldn't have done it when I was single.
Right. And Sharon, like you said, you had mentioned, we talked about if it's a spouse, but sometimes these things take place just when we are in relationships, starting a relationship. And one of the other areas I wanted to touch on, because this is, like you said, if you sit back and just take note, because we have to be careful and be attentive to how our friends respond to the people who are in our lives. So you may wear booty shorts when we were together, when we hanging out, but if I had my man anywhere around, them booty shorts better come down. At least, when you bend over, I don't want to see nothing but some more material. You know what I'm saying? And for men too. It's like, if I go out and come visit you, Sharon, my friend, your husband should not be as more attentive to me than my own man in my life. That's a problem too. So it's not just the women, it's the men too. Let's be careful and let's be real about these friendships when it comes to us and our relationships. Don't shut people out though. I'm not saying that at all. And sometimes people they just in their world and they don't even think about it. And that's where we have to know. But once you tell somebody, now they know.
You got that right, because I've had a woman question me about why she can't come stay at my house with me and my man. No, I mean, and you're not going to be getting up in your nightgown going to get milk in the middle of the night. And I don't know you that well.
Right.
You are not my bestie like you thought you are, like you thought you were. And I had to address it. And she was questioning me about why can't I? And I'm like, this is my house. I make the rules. And we have, I believe women innately have
Mhm.
instinct,
Mhm.
and my instinct was right about this particular person. And
Mhm.
so when you feel you don't want these people in your space, you know it. You know it. Or at
Yes,
least I
that's
do.
true. I do too, Sharon. Sometimes it's been family.
And
Let me
you
just
and,
throw
and
that
I
out
will
there.
I will check it, I will separate, I will come in, I will say, excuse me, you need to move this way. You need to go put some
Right,
more clothes on. I'm not the
right.
girl that's going to just sit there and fume. I'm going to check it when I see it. Although people said I could do it later. I'm not waiting around.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. For
I'm
what?
checking it right on the scene. Excuse me.
Y'all heard that. Sharon gave the best advice. Don't hold out. That's just like disciplining your kids. Don't be waiting till you get home. Bring them to the side. Take care of that right there on the spot. So everybody is aware of what we talking about.
Everybody know the rule of the house.
Yes. So Sharon, I hope that that conversation helps somebody, because the moral to this story is you should really be in a place to be in a relationship or married and still have friends. And friends have to know how to understand the boundaries of that particular relationship that you're in. Not to box everything, because Sharon, you may have certain things that don't bother me and with me
Right.
and mine.
Right.
People have to stop trying to box us in one area and doing everything the same. None of us do everything the same. So I hope that was something, a word for somebody that was encouraging. This is Yvonne Lorraine, Innovative Visions with the Coaching Couch. Always happy to be here and be sharing some words of encouragement, sharing with this topic. I thank you for being my special guest. And you can reach me at I am Yvonne Lorraine on Instagram or Facebook. And I am always available through Sharon as well.
And I am Sharon Taylor, and my email address is info@thebvdcenter.org. You can find Yvonne and I on YouTube at the Business Vision and Development Center. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe today.
Bye. Thank you, Sharon.
Like, share, and subscribe.